Things got active in southern Iowa this afternoon. Take a look at this video. Hail covering the ground, but it's deceiving. These hailstones are huge. We've heard of a report of hail up to 3 inches in diameter. That's about the size of a baseball. Doing carnage out there. Bryce sharing this video with us. Storms are now out of the local 5 coverage area. Out into eastern Iowa, a couple of confirmed tornado reports into eastern Iowa as well. That storm that passed through Ottumwa did go on to produce a tornado as it did move into the eastern part of the state. Here's the current scenario. Still a tornado warning there from Maquoketa down through the Quad Cities, about halfway in between. Last bit of severe weather exiting stage right by 6 p.m. across into northern Illinois. Now, taking a look at the warnings that we saw pulsing up over Iowa as we went through the afternoon, and then it turned purple and pink. That's the color that signifies that confirmed tornado. Now, eventually, we did see that storm produce some hail, and then eventually a tornado as it pushed off to the east. All is quiet now, and I think the sensor has gone bad here as we look in West Des Moines. It's 49 out at the airport. It is overcast. We've seen plenty of rain today, overnight into this afternoon. Already reports of 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. We could see an additional 1 to 2 inches of rain as we go into tomorrow. Another weather impact alert on our hand. Temperatures far cooler in the north and west, and that cold air slipping in. We'll be back into the 30s here overnight. Another little boost to the rain chances as we go into the afternoon. Building in, I'd say after 4 o'clock is where we're going to be watching a window of severe weather. Level 2 in yellow, level 3 in orange on that severe outlook, nudging up. Once again, southern and southeastern Iowa, I think, is going to be the focus for more discrete supercells and then forming more into a line as it pushes to the east and north and east. Threats there for tornadoes, wind and hail once again. Until that time frame, it's pretty quiet. We'll start to bring in some general activity late morning across northern Iowa. Then watch the low, the spin with the wind barbs there as that pulls into southern Iowa. We blossom up a few cells and then we form into a line as it pushes to the east. Kind of scattered in nature, but you see that activity lasts until later into the evening. Then we're back to being cool again heading into the weekend. All right, so looking at that energy building in across the south, this will give us a good indication of where I'm expecting the highest severe risk, especially as it pertains to something spinning up tornadic. That would be southern and southeastern Iowa. Once again, you see that tornado threat getting into that level 2. You see here sliding across the southeastern part of the state. We'll see some general rain first, but again, after 4 o'clock, I think we really start to run into that severe risk. Here's the threat levels I have on that activity. Medium to low here. I think we need some isolation for those storms once again to get that tornado threat really ramping up. Otherwise, wind and hail, that's a troublesome factor. And then once again, maybe a few spots that have seen a lot of rain today. If you see it again tomorrow, that would induce a flash flooding risk. Now, it's going to be a little bit more scattered in the amounts of rain from here on out, but still some places over an inch, inch and a half. That's possible once again into tomorrow. 37 degrees tonight with our overnight low, and then 64 briefly on Friday. Much like today, we're going to see a brief warm up, and then those temperatures start to fall. Temperatures playing a little bit of peekaboo, but you saw by the colors that they were a little bit cooler. 47 for Saturday, then we do start to warm things back up through Easter and actually beyond too. We'll bounce around a little bit to and fro, but we'll try to get a warm one in here on Wednesday before falling back down once again. A mix of 40s, 50s, 60s, even up to 70 degrees as we move through the next 10 days. That Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, we'll be tracking that for you. Right now I have 30% chances for rain, but we may need to elevate that. There's some signal that there could be some heavier rain prospects looming in the distance there as another strong dynamic system moves through. This one, however, it looks like we may be on the safe side when it comes to severe weather. Long ways out, we'll continue to track that forecast. Stephanie?
All right, Chris, thank you. And as a reminder, you can always stream live local radar 24/7 on We Are Iowa Plus. Watch the storms as they move in, check the forecast anytime, and stay ahead of the weather. All for free. Just scan this QR code to download the app and start streaming now.